As the SA Post Office faces possible liquidation, Shoprite is trying to woo Sassa beneficiaries. The retailer is attempting to get more than 18,000 recipients to switch from their Sassa gold cards to Shoprite Money Market Accounts. It currently has over 2 million customers, and SAPO currently distributes grants to beneficiaries. So let's discuss this even further now with Shoprite's GM for Financial Services. That's Jean Oliver. Jean, a pleasure having you, and thank you so much for your time this morning. Good morning to you. I mean, let's talk about your bid to woo Sassa beneficiaries. What's your strategies here? And I suppose your promise that you can execute this for all the Sassa beneficiaries on their behalf.
Yes, about 5 million Sassa cards are expiring over the next 3 months. So it leaves a lot of the beneficiaries will get stuck. So our shout out to the beneficiaries is don't wait. You make sure that you go and renew your card or come to your Shoprite, Checkers or USave and come and apply for the money market account. Then you can use your extra savings card to withdraw your Sassa grants in any one of our stores.
What need have you identified here, Jean, as the private sector, to intervene, especially if government entities are struggling with such an important role with assisting struggling South Africans?
So, Tamelo, we've been supporting Sassa grant payouts for many, many years. So every month, the child grants, the pension and the old age, and even the SRD grants, Shoprite, or the Shoprite Group has been playing a massive role in that with the grant disbursements. I think the next step that we're taking is allowing the customers to actually receive their grant payments into our bank account or into their bank account, which is a Shoprite Money Market Account, which gives them full control of their money. They'll receive an SMS when the money gets paid into their account, so that they don't need to travel to the stores if the money is not there. They can then transact either with their phone or their extra savings card. They can buy goods, they can buy airtime, data, etc. on their phone, or they can come into store to buy goods and services or withdraw money.
Yeah, but at the same time, Jean, I'm sure you may be aware that there have been, some reports that some Shoprite stores have either run, out of money because A, they have been robbed or out of fear of being robbed, or perhaps for security issues on site. How do you plan to mitigate around, this problem?
So, Tamelo, we do a lot of cash forecasting, but with the load shedding and with the continuous demand on cash withdrawal, sometimes we do get things wrong, but we learn out of that, and we plan for next month, and we plan better. So the more we know that money is going to get paid into the money market account, we know what to expect, and we can offer a better service to our customers.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned the power cuts, because that was going to be my next issue. How big of an impact has that been on your business?
We've seen a lot of the ATMs being down during load shedding, and that then customers that typically didn't rely on the Shoprite Group to do cash withdrawals also then comes into our stores. So we welcome them, of course. However, it's not always as easy to plan as one would think. So we're still learning our ways around it, but I can guarantee you there's a lot of very clever people applying fantastic algorithms to try and figure this out.
I remember earlier on in our conversation, you did mention that the convenience of having Shoprite obviously intervene in this regard is because then you could receive your Sassa grant funds or money, and then you could do your shopping while you're still at Shoprite, get your airtime, get your groceries. But we can't ignore inflation figures, John. Those figures were out yesterday, just as recently. So I suppose my question to you is, how difficult is it then for yourselves as a retailer to avoid passing on that, cost to the consumer as well?
I think from a financial services point of view, what we try and do is try and give the customers the best bang for their buck. So if you look at our bank account, it's the lowest cost bank account. If you look at our MVNO, we offer the lowest cost airtime and data, to try and assist the customer to go that step, or to have a little bit more disposable income. You've also seen our group's subsidy programs and our extra savings, how much cash we've injected back into the consumer's pocket. So it's a long way of saying we're trying our best to support the customer wherever we can.
And before I let you go then, I mean, as a retailer also offering financial services to your customers, any expectations for the year ahead in as far as food is concerned, but also overall our economy?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough year ahead. However, if you're smart around your money and if you use the right products, you can still get savings with a fantastic service. So my cry out to the grant recipients really today is please don't wait until your Sassa card is expired, because then you will be stuck. Be proactive and go to a bank or a Shoprite or to the post office and renew your card as soon as possible.
All right, we'll leave it there. And I appreciate you speaking to me about this morning. Shoprite GM for Financial Services, John Oliver, thank you so much for joining me right here on the South African Morning.